Hello, everyone. This is Andra, the Traveling and Saving Chief, and welcome to my episode of The Hop. It is the 80th episode for the 6th of July of 2025, and I am so glad that you are here to join me for this episode. Stay with me and let's save some money together with the village. This is the Village Hop, hosted by Budget with Mama Bear and Donna Powered by Creativity. The hop began around February of 2024, and we are well into our second year of doing the Village Hop together. And if you don't know what we're doing, if you're new here, everything that you see in my folder here can be found on donnapoweredbycreativity.com. And when you see some of the prop bills, I'll show you when I get to the kids in the fur baby hop. Those are on Budget with Mama Bear's Etsy shop for a small free fee. And some of the trackers are also for a small fee, but everything else is free for you. I'm going to just talk through it as we go along, but first I want to show you the calendar. So before me was Jeanette's Journey on the 3rd of July, and then here is me on the 6th of July, and then after me is Laura Bell Creations. And when you go over and see Laura, it's almost her birthday. Her birthday is next week. So if you don't mind giving her a big happy birthday, I would love that. We do have 6 envelopes: Oh Poop, Debt, Emergency, Give Generously, Holiday, and Self Care. And then we have that 7th envelope of Saver's Choice, which we only do on Thursdays. So we won't be doing that today in my video. Then we have our Ding 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 and all that good jazz. So I do have my $6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got my tracker ready to go where we are going to track the dice. And then I have my quarters for the kids and the fur baby hops, which we will do after this. But before I roll, I want to talk about the hop topic for the month of July. We are discussing holiday savings. So how do you go about figuring out your holiday savings? Do you celebrate holidays? If you do, how do you figure out your, budget for each holiday, and how do you figure out when you're going to save ahead for those sinking funds, or do you just fly by the seat of your pants and take those monies out of your budget when that holiday comes? So that's what we're talking about in the hot topic. And for me, I currently don't have to save too much for any holidays anymore because I'm not around any of my family. The most I would do is a work event, and I didn't have any specific sinking fund for that. If people at work decide we were going to do something, then I would just come up with that money out of my budget. However, for Christmas, I do love, love, love to send personalized Christmas cards. So I do have a set budget for that. And actually, I already purchased all the postage that I'll need for those Christmas cards. Um, but the cards and everything themselves is going to run me about $200. So what I would do is work it into my budget normally, but because I'm not focusing on sinking funds on my channel at this time, I'm working on my debt-free marathon. So that's my primary goal. But I know a lot of you have many other ways that you go about saving for the various holidays. So I would love for you to share in the comments. And then what I do is on Friday nights when I go live on this channel, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do give shout outs to channels, and we do discuss, different ways that people do things. We've had 6 other topics that we've already discussed starting in January. So we'd love to have you join the discussion and just gain other perspectives and other information for whatever the hot topic it is that we're discussing for the month. So, without further ado, how about we get started on these rolls? Now, you guys know we are close in 2 of our envelopes. So, I am just going to go ahead and I'm going to document on the tracker the rolls, and I'm going to stuff the dollar in each of the envelopes, and then we'll do the kids and fur baby hop after. All right, let's go with this. Roll number 1. We got a 6. And then I'm going to stuff my dollar in my 6th envelope. And then we're going to come back around and tally everything up. We got a 4 on the second roll. Let's put our dollar in number 4. Forgive generously. We already did that. Let's go again. We're going to number 2 for our third roll. I'm going to document the tracker. So 642 so far. We got a 1. Okay, let's go again. We got another 1. That one there. So 64211. And our last roll is a number 1. We are not saving for the Saver's Choice. That goes in number 1. So we got 3 rolls in a row for number 1. All right, now really quickly, I am going to tally up for the tracker. So we got 3 in number 1. So we were at 76. So that will take us to 79. And then in number 2, we got 1 roll, which should take us to 87. And we'll check everything as we go to our trackers next. We got nothing for number 3, which is what we needed to try to get to 75. We got 1 for number 4. So that should take us to 83. Number 5, we got nothing. So that will remain at 85. And then for number 6, which was the other one that we needed, we only got 1 of those. So we are at 73. And then Saver's Choice will remain at 54. And Ding 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 remains at 18 because I did not ring any bells. Boo. Okay, so here's our tracker so we can go through each envelope. Okay, so for number 1, we got $3. I'm just going to double check as we go. And that will take us to 79. 20, 40, 60, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. For oh poop. How are you all doing when you watch this hop? How was your holiday weekend? How was your holiday? For in the US, the 4th of July, and even our friends, a lot of friends of ours are in Canada, and you had just had Canada Day as well. Okay, number 2 for debt, we got $1. And that should take us to 87. Let's count and see. Y'all didn't put any sort quick on, so my fingers are not doing good. 50, 70, 85, 86, 87. 87 in debt for that one that we got. Emergency, got nothing, and that's where we would have liked to gotten something to ring this bell, but you should have 73. We got nothing, and we are still at 73. 20, 40, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3. For emergency. Also, what are you doing with your hot monies? Are you actually keeping them in the folder? Are you pulling them out every 25? Are you actually using them for the categories that we have designated for? I'm trying to keep my money in here till the end of the year. And I am somewhat keeping them with the categories that they belong to. But a couple of them I might put extra towards debt. We'll see how it goes. All right, for envelope number 4, we got $1. So we should be at 83. So let's count that. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 2, 3. Forgive generously. There is a playlist for the hop, and everything will be in my description box, just in case you are new and you would like to join us. It's never too late to join, by the way. All right, number 5, holiday, got nothing. So that is going to remain at 85, 50, 70, 85. And then lastly, for envelope number 6, for self-care, did get $1. Come on. And we should be at $73. Y'all, I'm tired. We just got off of Jeanette's Journeys live. 20, 40, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3. And that matches. Okay, 73. Now we are going to use those totals and add everything into our kids and fur baby. So I'm going to move things around and get set up. Now we have the kids and the fur baby, and they're going to be exactly alike because I'm saving for both the same way. And for kids, we have needs, we have fun stuff, fun money, give generously, special stuff, the future. And then they also have a saver's choice for the kids and a ding ding ding. And I'm saving the same in ding ding ding. And then for fur baby, we have pet food, treats, emergency, donate to shelter, vet, meds, flea and tick. And they also have an extra saver's choice in for number 7 and the same ding 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 for the fur babies. And y'all that have pets, you know we do have pet emergencies. So this is a great thing. I do have a fur baby, Piper. Some of y'all know my baby. And this money's going to come in handy. And then for the kids hop, I don't have little kids anymore, but I do have god babies. So those will be for them. All right, let's shall we get to stuffing? All right, so how I like to do this is I like to track on the tracker. So 6 July, and we put 75 cents in, but then I like to double check with, the total from the hop. So 79, and we can either divide by 4 or we could multiply by 0.25. So I like to double check what I'm doing just to make sure I don't make any mistakes. So yes, that will be 1975. So we're going to add our 3/4 into number 1 on both sides. And I'm not using the tracker in the fur baby because it's the same. So I'm only going to put the 3/4 in each of these. And so here is our 19. Wait. Oh, I'm missing a single. Hang on. See, this is exactly why we check. I'm just making sure they're not stuck. Let me grab that. Okay, so there is our 19, and then we're going to grab 3 of the quarters. And then what I do is each time one of these gets to $1 of the quarters, and then I add in a dollar bill and condense that way. Let me check my pets. Let's see what we're doing over here. Oh, see, I had it right over here. I didn't have it right in the kids. Okay, so there's the 19. And then for my other little pile, I am grabbing 3 quarters to put in to make that 1975. Okay, so for number 2, fun stuff, 6 July. And for number 2, we did add a dollar, so that's 1/4. So now we should have 21.75. So let's just double check that. I'm going to put my tracker away. So we would take the 87 total that we had from the village hop. Let's multiply by 0.25 and we get 21.75. So there is our, I was looking for the other quarter. There's a 21.50 that we had, and we're going to grab 1/4 here and drop it in. So now we have 21.75 in the kids. Now we'll check our fur baby. There's our 2/4 there. There is our 21, and I'm grabbing the other quarter. So that will be 21.75. Okay, sorry for my reach as well. Okay, that's good. Now for number 3. 3 did not get anything. 6 July. We got nothing. So we should still be at 18.25. So we'll just double check. Put my tracker back. Let's just double check each one. So I got my quarter, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So the kids is correct. Oh, let's check just to be sure. 73 divided by 4 is 18.25. Okay. And we're just going to double check number 3 over here. We've got our quarter there, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. And the 25 is already there. Now for number 4, let's grab our tracker. Number 4 did get a $1, so that means it's a quarter over here. 6 July, so it should be 20.75. So we got 20.50. There's our 20. We're going to add a quarter here. And then we are going to go add a quarter over in the fur babies. There is our 20 and the 2 quarters for 50. And we are grabbing the quarter that goes over here. Oh, you guys, look, I didn't even. So 85. Wait, am I on that one? I'm still on number 4. 83 divided by 4, 20.75. Double check. Got to double and triple check our math. So make sure it's mathing. And it is. All right, number 5 is nothing. We did not put anything in number 5. That's a big old goose egg. So that should be 21.25. Let's just check 85 divided by 4. 21.25 is correct. Let's just check what we have in here. There's our 1 quarter for 25. And 21.25 is what we have in the kids. And then in fur baby, we have our 25, and there is our 21, a 21.25. And then lastly, let's check number 6. Oops. We did get $1, so that's 25 cents here. So we should be at 18.25. Let's just check our math. So 73 times 0.25 is 18.25. So we're going to add in our tracker back. Then let's add in our quarter here. There is for the 25, and there is 18, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then in the fur baby, let's put our last quarter over here for 25 and 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18.25. All right, like I said, we don't have to do number 7 in these, and we did not ring any bells. Unfortunately, womp womp. Laura, I guess you get a birthday chance to ring the bells. Because I did not ring any bells. So yeah, that's it. That's it for the hop, you guys. We got through it pretty quickly. I hope that you enjoyed my hop. Okay, I lied. We didn't do any totals. I didn't show you the prop bills. So let's go ahead and get our totals. I was doing my editing and I was like, okay, you just ended that and didn't even like do your finalizations. So we're going to do the totals real quick. So we're going to add up the numbers that we have now for each of the columns. So we have $79 plus $87 plus $73 plus $83, $85, $73, and $54 in the Saver's Choice. So that is $534 for our Village Hop envelopes numbers 1 through 7. So 534. And then what we're going to take is 534. We're going to divide it by 4. And that will give us what is in each of the kids and fur babies. And it's $133.50 each, because if you are saving all 3 the way that we've designated them to be saved, that's what you'll have as well. If not, of course, do your adjustments that are necessary for you. All right, so now, and for Ding Ding Ding, we have $18 in Ding 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 times 3. So if you're doing all 3 Ding Ding Dings for all 3 hops, obviously you'll have the same. Let's go ahead and get our grand total. So 534 plus 133.50 times 2 plus the 54 in Ding Ding Ding. That is $855. Wow. So that is our totals as of today. I hope everyone has the same thing. And let me show you the prop bills that I spoke of, and I didn't even show them to you. I don't really use them, but I do have some of them. So they are super adorable. And again, these are on Budget with Mama Bear's Etsy shop. Too cute. So that is just some of the um, prop bills that you can use if you don't want to use the coins. There's the cute little placeholders for your coins, just in case. If you're in another country and you don't have quarters, savings like this, you know, just whatever, adjust it to make it whatever you need it to be. So I want to make sure that I showed that since I mentioned it and then I didn't even show you. All right, I'll let you get back to the closing. And remember the hot topic. So think about what you do to save for holidays. I'm also interested in like how do you plan on what you purchase in terms of like gifts as well. So I didn't specifically say that, but I was thinking of like events and gifts and things like that. Like how do you determine all of that? I'm being nosy. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the hop. I want you to always aim high, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye bye.